Discrimination is a daily reality for many people. Discrimination is when individuals and groups are treated unfairly because of their ethnicity, gender, age, or sexual preference. It is a problem that affects the public's well-being. This is true for people of all races and ethnicities. Discrimination and racism still exists, unfortunately. Job problems are the most frequently recorded perceptions of major discrimination through ethnic groups. Racism is the idea that different classes of people have different personality characteristics corresponding to physical appearance, and that these groups should be separated based on race supremacy. It may also refer to prejudice, discrimination, or hostility aimed towards those who are of a different ethnicity. Racism causes negative psychological, social, educational, and economic effects across the life cycle and leads to mental health issues in the community. Everywhere you go, there's a new reason why people of color are oppressed the way they are. The children grow up to be losers, lazy, and a waste of society's resources. And the quickest way to eliminate prejudice is to teach acceptance and empathy to students, and to teach compassion for one another rather than hate. Teach them not to classify people based on their race, but rather on how they treat themselves and other people on their environment. Prejudice may have been taught inside or outside of the house, depending on who the child is with. But that does not mean that discrimination cannot be replaced by anything more precious, such as love and compassion for one another, regardless of skin color. I believe that steps must be taken in the context of racism and discrimination to discourage future generations from making the same mistakes as the previous generations have made. Those ethnic tensions must be resolved by love and empathy, and that harmony and prosperity must be distributed between schools and households. Racism and discrimination cannot be eradicated by harsh deeds and cruel words, but rather through patience and honesty, which we should all have mastered. As Nelson Mandela once said, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People learn to hate, and if they learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite." Stop racism, stop discrimination.